I don't know about you guys, but a day to day like today, even though there's like a big overcast and everything like that, I actually really enjoy riding because I don't feel like I'm gonna overheat, and it doesn't feel like crazy hot, and I feel like I get better airflow for both myself and the bike. And one of the reasons that I don't like to play in the high revs too much on the videos is because I don't want the sound to travel through so much. But yeah, I mean, I actually do like it like this because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. I find it to be just right. The heat's not killing me. The bike seems to like it. Come on in. There you go. You're welcome. So what was I saying? Oh yes, I was talking about the heat. How I don't mind it because, well, it's nice. I find it more calming, more relaxing. I don't know. I know it's a really weird thing to talk about. I mean, most people are like, sunshine, beaming hot sunshine. Well, obviously I don't want the rain. So at the same time, obviously I don't want to have the blaring heat, and I don't want the rain. So I just find that there's that one little comfortable position that's really nice for being out on the bike, which is, I think, when there's a little bit of an overcast, not too much wind, and you get to really just enjoy the ride because you're not worried about, even if you come to a stop, being too hot. Because no matter how good your ventilation is, sometimes you're just too hot. I actually really do enjoy it like this. Plus, of course, it's always easier to put more layers on and take them off later than it is to have minimal layers and can't do anything about it. I don't know. What kind of weather do you guys like to ride in? Do you actually care if it's like boiling hot? Because I know a lot of people, when it's really hot out, they'll wear the least amount of gear that they can get away with because, well, it's hot. And I understand that. Personally, for myself, I don't want to go down that path, but I know that Mr. K has occasionally squidded. Obviously, it wasn't in any areas where he's going to be going down the highway or certain things like that. But for myself personally, I prefer not to squid. But like I said, I know there's people out there that do. And everybody has the right to their options and their opinions of how they want to handle things. Wow, all the lights, really? Okay, apparently today I want to change my name to Red Light Queen. See, you can see, like, the trees are barely moving, so it's not windy out, so it's actually pretty decent. It's just overcast, so there's still heat. I really like this time of year because we're at the end of spring, getting close to the summer, so you get all still the nice stuff from the spring, but you're starting to feel that extra warmth that you're going to be getting for the summertime. So end of spring, beginning of summer, it's actually quite nice. Well, at least one of you signaled to do that. I love seeing bikes parked outside. So nice, because it means that people are starting to use their bikes. This is my favorite time of the year to ride, my favorite type of weather to ride in. I really do want to know what your favorite type is. I'm really looking forward to reading those comments. And of course, I don't want the rain to come, so I just want to enjoy this. Ooh, and what's your favorite gear to ride in? See, I'm really loving this hoodie now that Mr. K got last year. I'm really loving wearing it because it just seems to be so comfortable, and of course I have the fun legging pants, which are very comfortable for riding in. Plus I have all that extra protection and my little boot shoes. So what do you guys like riding in, especially in the different types of weather? I mean, obviously, if I was worried about it being really windy or cold, like moist, I guess, I would wear different gear, even though I still haven't done the whole riding out in the rain thing yet, which I am going to have to do soon because, well, you know, gotta see, gotta practice. Yeah, he did the yellow, so now you have to make your left on the red. And the second person didn't have to do that. Gotta love drivers. I'm seeing a lot more stuff than I've seen in the last little while, like the last 2 years, but I don't know if that's now because I'm getting more comfortable with the bike, so I'm seeing a lot more than I did. I don't know if it's experience over time or just that people are just getting more silly. Because I think when you're still too new, especially in my case, without having any motor vehicle experience besides the motorcycle, so a lot more concentration on the motorcycle, that maybe I didn't notice everything the same way. And now because I'm starting to feel more or less comfortable, now I see more. And I don't know how this got in. Well, I know how I got distracted into this topic, but I just think it's funny how I'm adding everything in. I'm sure if I was down at the water, though, this wouldn't be as comfortable. I think it's because I'm more away from the water that I find that this weather is more calming. But either way, I love it. Ooh, there's a restaurant that smells good in this area. I was actually doing a really weird comparison to myself on this one. Because I used to sail a lot when I was younger. Whenever you'd go out sailing, because you were out in the fresh air and all the exhilaration of actually sailing, I think this is why when you're out and about, you get those hunger pains when you're on the bike, or you just want to grab a bite to eat, because it's that kind of, not exactly the same, but it's a similar feeling out on a bike as it was for me when I was sailing. It's a similar feeling, like the whole, the fresh air, the exhilaration, the need to have a bite to eat. He told me I had a nice bite. And a biker wave on top of it. Haha. 2 for the price of 1. That is all I have to say to you guys right now, because, you know, I've babbled about a bunch of different topics. Until next time, don't forget to love, ride, and explore. Subscribe if you feel like it. And don't forget the little bell so you know when we upload. Ride safe. Ta-ta.